Good morning. It is Saturday, December 23rd. Someone made a comment yesterday about how they wanted to get a magnetic stirrer for these inks, the inks that have such intense particles in them. And I didn't realize they were magnetic. So I got, this is a magnetic nail polish wand, which I used on these nails actually, and I tested it. This is not really the ideal circumstance, but I don't know if you can see how that kind of dispersed all of the particles. Let's see, and I am shook. I did not realize that these were magnetic particles. I'm speechless. I have no idea what to say. Thank you, Cherry, for pointing that out. You changed my world. I just knocked all of that over. That's fine. That's fine. Let's move on. In 2019, the Inkvent ink was roasted chestnut. I like this ink. I think that it was like a lot of the other browns in 2019. Like there was gingerbread, there was hot chocolate, there was nutcracker. I'm sorry, triple chocolate. Not that I'm complaining. I think that the world could do with more good brown inks. And also, I don't have many brown inks, so this is good. 2021, less good. Wonderland, which is my least favorite Inkvent ink ever. Like, there's no competition. It's this ink. I hate it. I do not, and it's not even that I dislike oranges, because I love flame. Yeah, I just, it's fluorescent and it doesn't make sense with the name, and yeah, this ink makes me angry. In 2022, there's a pink shimmer. So these two were standards. This one is a shimmer, not that you can tell, called Celebration. It's probably not my favorite pink in the world, but I don't dislike it. And so when I consulted the Oracle this morning about what ink he thought would be in the box today, he said white. I almost wrote it down because I was like, yeah, let's go with something that definitely won't happen. But no, I went with orange, mostly because I want the 23rd to be redeemed from the travesty that was Wonderland and the anti-wonder that is Wonderland. I'm sure that there are people who absolutely love that color, and I do not want to say that your favorite Inkvent color is bad, but I hate it. Ooh. Fireside Snug. This looks like it is, close that to confuse myself. So Fireside Snug. This looks like it's going to be either a red, maybe an orange. It is a standard, which I think everybody saw coming. If I forget the plastic bag in the drawer, are you quite done? Yeah? Yeah, you're just so pleased that you jumped up onto the back of the couch? Oh, Rory, he ran through the dining area and he tried to jump up on the back of the couch, but he careened off of the back. He only made it up to 2/3 or something, and then realized he wasn't going to make it. And so he dropped and continued running in through the kitchen. Like, nope, that's what he planned all along. Now he's kind of sulking about it. He does not like being made fun of. What was I talking about? Oh. I always think I'm going to cut out when I get the... Oops. Plastic bag out of the drawer. And I haven't yet. I think I did it once. And then did not. And it's just silence on the camera. Oh, I like this. I don't think you can call this anything but an orange. This is beautiful. This is the kind of orange that makes me think of certain watercolor colors. Watercolor color. You know what I mean. Watercolor pigments. There we go. And I cannot wait to see that dry. See, I don't hate orange is my least favorite color. I will not argue with that. Okay. But there are some oranges that are just incredible. And this makes me immediately think of those. This makes me think of like quinacridone orange or rust. Let's see, what do we have? I think I actually have one of these out. This isn't the one that I was thinking of, but it's close. There's an M-gram color I have that's like quinacridone rust that is exactly this color. And maybe I'll go find it while it dries. So let's let it dry and come back. This is a really beautiful, complex orange shader. It does give the impression of the warm tones that you see in a fire. There's some reds in the deepest part. It is very clearly orange, but it's beautiful. So as far as inks go, I have Autumn Oak, which I think leans much more yellow than Fireside Snug. But it has, I think, similar tone of the orange. But this, as far as inks go, this is the closest that I had. And the first thing I thought of. Now, whenever I think of Autumn Oak, I also, for whatever reason, think of Fire Opal. However, Fire Opal is absolutely a red and in no way resembles Fireside Snug. So, I mean, maybe in the deepest parts of the ink, maybe, but no. As far as watercolors, so the pigment that I was thinking of is quinacridone rust, PO48, which actually was the pigment that I pulled out from the whoops. It was the pigment that I pulled out from the pile that I have over here off screen. However, this is very desaturated because it is so difficult to get this honey-based watercolor to behave correctly. I have a closer, it uses the same, it has the same pigment. It also has a yellow in it, but this is close to what I imagine when I think of quinacridone rust or burnt orange, depending upon which brand you're getting your PO48 from. But this is the pigment that is responsible for before I started painting with watercolors, I definitely had favorite colors. I had a fairly narrow range, and I hated oranges. I hated yellows. It was blue, green, and sometimes purple all the way. Reds, no thank you. Yellows, ugh. Oranges were the worst. And quinacridone rust was probably the pigment that completely changed my mind about different colors. And I realized that there was such a range with oranges and yellows and reds that I didn't have to think of them as their like elementary school primary archetypes. And it really made me love color, and is probably why I enjoy Inkvent so much. So that's actually a really fun and exciting ink for me. I'm going to end this here because I have some Christmas decorating to do and cleaning, and yeah, we've got 2 more days. So I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Have a good day. Bye.